So I guess one of the first ones is that man that hugged me that day and told me to never let go of the iron rod, I guess. His conversion story was very miraculous, and it was something that me and my companion were just completely dumbfounded by. We actually found out towards the beginning of our companionship. We had known each other before the mission. I found out he was going to our mission on the same day, all the way up in Oregon on a choir tour. And we became friends even before the mission. And we loved to talk to each other, and we even thought, oh, we could be companions, and then it actually happened. We found out we were cousins during that time, and we just worked together so well, and we couldn't find anybody. We thought we were just out of luck, and we got this referral for the Owusu family, and I just remember that they were, at first, we were a little bit worried because the way that it happened is Brother Owusu, or his name is Jerry, he just kind of sat down in front of us, and he's like, I want to talk to you before you talk to my wife. And we're like, okay, what do you want to talk about? He's like, I have some questions. And we're like, okay, bring all your questions. And we just thought it was just going to be normal questions. And he's like, I'll be right back. And he comes out with this stack, like this big, of Jehovah's Witness pamphlets. And we were like, oh crap, this kind of stuff, huh? And so it took us about a week or two of just answering Jehovah's Witness questions. We couldn't even get into any of the lessons because he was just so determined to ask all these questions. We came to a point where we were like, should we just drop him? And we didn't want to do it, and we were having a hard time deciding, and we were so close to doing it, and we both had the same impression that we needed to keep him. And we did. And he actually, the time after that we went back, he had read half of the Book of Mormon. And he decided he wanted to be baptized. He asked us for it. And he just continued to progress. He got baptized. And then from there he became the employment specialist for a month or two. And then by the time I was transferred from that area after being there for 10.5 months, his wife had become the Relief Society president the Sunday after she received the Holy Ghost. He became the ward mission leader for the ward, and he had read the Book of Mormon 3 times, read Preach My Gospel twice. He had read most of the Institute and Seminary manuals in the church. He had read the teachings of the presidents of the church, Spencer W. Kimball, Joseph Smith, all these different things. He had read part of the Bible. He had been reading all the conference ensigns since like 2014 or something. And he was just going to town. And he just was a powerhouse. And we had 40 baptisms as a result in that ward from him, fellowshipping and being our ward mission leader. And it was just a miraculous thing that we knew we weren't the ones that did anything. And it just made us so happy to think that we started with nothing, and he was the only one we baptized, and all that resulted from him. And so we both got to see all those things happen. And so we baptized him towards the beginning of my 10.5 months there, and then I was not transferred again. And so that ward went from being a branch to being a ward to when I left, it was being split into 2 different wards. And so it was quite powerful to me to realize that the Lord was able to do that and to bring about such a big blessing to those people there.